So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a lesson on slopes. Now, a slope or a line that looks like this is a positive slope. A slope or a line that looks like this is a negative slope. A line that looks like this, horizontal, is a zero slope. A line that looks vertical is what we call a undefined slope. So remember, all of these are slopes. Of lines. So just think of the slope of line as the rate of change of the line over time. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how we determine the value of a slope. So, a slope is determined as rise over run. So suppose we take this point here that's on our graph. So this one here is -1, 1, and this point here is 2, 3. To figure out the slope, what we have to do is we have to count the number of rises, 1, 2, which is level with this line here, and then, so the rise is 2 plus 2, and then the run is 1, 2, 3 spots. So we divide it by 3. So the slope is rise over run. In this case, it's 2 over 3. The same can be said about this equation here, about this line here. M is equal to rise over run, like before. But now we're going to take a look at these 2 points. So we're always looking for points that are on the crosshairs of the graph in order to do this rise over run calculation. So if I start from the leftmost point, it means I have to go down 2. So going down 2 means that my rise is -2. Now my run is going to be to the right, 1, 2, 3, so that's +3. So our slope for this one is -2 over 3. So that's basically how you calculate the value of a slope from a line that's on a graph. So now imagine if I wanted to find out how to calculate the coordinates, calculate the slope from the coordinates. Given 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, the slope of a line, m, of a slope of a line with slope m is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now what this means here is we're still talking about the change in y's over the change in x's. So let's do a couple of examples. Find the slope. we got point A is 4, -10. This is example 1, 4, -10, and B, -12, 25. So in order to do this, we write our x1, y1, x2, y2. And we sub into the equation that we described above. So we end up with something like this. Twenty-five minus -10 divided by -12 minus 4. Simplifying the top, you're going to get 25 plus 10 divided by -12 minus 4, which simplifies to 35 over -16. And that is what our answer is for our slope. Let's take a look at example 2. Example 2 is 9, -11, and 9, 14. So we substitute it into our equation like before. So we substitute exactly like we did before. If there's a negative, put a bracket around it so that you recognize that you're going to get 14 plus 11 divided by 9 minus 9. And this is going to be 25 over 0, which we say is undefined. And we're done. 2 examples, we're good to go. Now let's do the last sheet of the day. Determine the slope for the following graphs. Find 2 points that are on the graph. So I got one here and I got one here. Let's rise over run. So we end up going 4 down, over, and 1 over. So our slope is -4. Second graph, m equals rise over run. There are 2 points, and we'll see what our rise and run is. Our rise is 2 up, and our run is 1, 2, 3. M is 2/3. So now on to our final problem of the day. Determine the slope of the following coordinates. So let's go again. Same rules as before. For points, we use this equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we'll label all our y2s and y1s. Okay. Now your homework is going to be, and this is your slope here. And now your homework is going to be the handout on determining slopes. And you're also going to do, which is page 3 and 4.